Welcome back to Evil Deedz, and we are playing on what you call it, choices. So the I got interrupted whilst I was making a video, so can't really upload it. So the mistake was that do not know why it didn't carry on from the next chapter, from the death loop. But the answer was getting his sword and stabbing the guard somehow. But anyways, we're here at the moment, so they're going to back to a fight with that man, whatever you call him. So we shall see about that. Gabriel raises to his feet, but Syrian darts close to him, planting his foot behind Gabriel and knocking him down. The sword falls out of Gabriel's hand. Ugh. I should go to Gabriel, pull Gabriel's sword on. You grab Gabriel's sword and point it at Syrian. Back away from it. Syrian laughs. Good instincts for a royal. Before you can react, he pulls a dagger out of his sleeve and throws it, cutting your hand and causing you to drop the sword. Don't point a sword at me, little girl, not unless you're planning to stick it in me. And you're welcome for showing you a taste of what's to come. Maybe you'll take my offer now, old man. Never. I hope the little girl is ready to see your head rolling by her feet. I'll make sure she gets a good view. That won't happen. And how will you stop it? By letting someone else die for you? You rulers are all the same. That's why my men and I bow to no one. Kenny, pay him no mind. He can't probably understand the weight of ruling a kingdom. No, Gabriel, he's right. I am? Yes, you are. I can't sit safely by while others fight for me. If I'm going to rule, it won't be because someone handed me a crown. I'll fight anyone in my way, take Marco's head, and if I'm going to rule, it will be because I fought my way through every last enemy standing in my path. So you see, I won't be like other rulers. I can't be like other rulers. If I'm going to be the queen that the people fight for, I must prove that I am strong enough to deserve their loyalty. And that starts now. What are you saying? I will fight Syrian myself. This will definitely save the old man's life. So chapter progress. So we will go on to the next chapter in this video. You choose to forego sentimental and not be miss about your childhood with Gabriel because of the diamonds. Fair enough. Overall progress. Gabriel alive and recruited. Prince Chavin's dead. Rose alive and recruited. Chet's alive and not loyal. And that's pretty much it. Continue on. Now I've got enough diamonds to make a diamond decision. So this is a thing, what do you call it? Tetris, I guess. Make a line and a display. Just like so. Try not flip it. You received a diamond. 17. So let's play. Chapter 6, The Duel. There's 12 more chapters to go after. You and Gabriel are being held captive by a band of mercenaries. Defeating their leader, Serene, is your only way out. I can't let you fight for me. It goes against everything I believe in. Well, I can't let you fight for me. It goes against what I need to become. So what is it going to be, Gabriel? I fight and become the queen you've trained me to be. Or you fight and no matter the outcome, I never amount to anything. Hells, you're not going to bend, are you? No. Then let's get you a fight ready. Gabriel walks you through a training exercise whilst you discuss your upcoming duel. What have you noticed about Steven that'll help in this fight? Fight dirty, talks too much. Fight dirty. He fights dirty, he knocks you down by tripping you when you two are. When the two of you wasn't even fighting. Very good. Fighting him won't be like sparring against the monks at the monastery. Not only will he fight dirty, but he'll fight to kill. Now playing as Dominic. Again. You and Rose are in your room, reviewing the rescue plan. You're sure you can incapacitate the guards? They're always demanding more wine with their dinner. It'll hardly be suspicious for me to give it to them. And you said you got a few casks of particular flavorful wine? Yes, they'll never taste the sleeping powder. And with the way those two drink, they'll be out before nightfall. How flavorful is those wine? I bought some of the wine with me. Oh, bro. Would you like a taste? I promise, there's no sleeping powder in it yet. I'll drink with you. Well, I wouldn't make you drink alone. Rose pours you each a glass. You clink yours against hers. To escape attempts. The freedom for those who deserve it. Cheers. You drink and cough. That is strong. Don't tell me the big strong Dominic can't handle his wine. I can handle it. I'm handling it right now. You're always so in control. I don't think I've ever seen you really relax. Not in the last 2 years anyway. You think about her, don't you? Who? You know, kinda. The two of you were close. Oh, you said they were just friends. They just like to keep badgering about it, to be honest. It's hard to be close to someone you never see. 2 years is a long time, isn't it? Maybe long enough to begin caring about someone new. Rose? But... or Deedz, are we not paying enough attention to you? Rose strokes Deed's feathers and he preens under the tension, nipping affectionately at her fingertips. Do you remember the first time we met, Dominic? Yes, maybe, no. Here comes the backstory, Diamonds. I do. It was my stables, we were just children. You come back from a hunt. Some boys from the village were kicking something and I thought it was a rock. But you ran up and pulled a small bundle of feathers away from them. Deedz was just a little thing, wounded and crying for help. I thought he'd die, but you were so gentle. That's right, you wouldn't look at Deedz because it made you cry. After that I started coming to the kitchen every day for the scraps. Until Deedz was strong enough to hunt. I knew there was something special about you then. You're so strong yet also so gentle. And when others were cruel, you stopped them. Rose. I'm not going to say them words. If I'm being honest, I've been in love with you for a long time now. Do nothing. Yeah. You're leaning on a kiss, Rose. There you go. Just then the door opens and Tristan enters. Sorry, Emily. What's going on here? You froze up, unsure of what to say. If you're not a man enough to say anything, I will. I'm not a little girl, Tristan. I'm free to love any man I want. And I'm in love with you forever. Rose, do you know how many women Dom's charmed into his bed? Do you really think you're the first? Get out of here now. Rose blushes and runs out of the room. That's my sister, not some wench from the Chavins. I know. You stay away from her. I'm not going to watch you break her heart. Tristan, I don't want to hear it. Dom, you're like a brother to me. Act like it. Now playing as Kenna is the night before the duel. Gabriel, Kenna, are you awake in there? Even if I wasn't fighting a trained killer in the morning, I doubt I get any sleep on this rock-hard slab. I had to see you both. You don't have much use for words right now, Leah. You've already made it very clear where you stand. Let's just state what happened to the Queen, to your mother. It was my fault. I couldn't win the war for her. I couldn't save her kingdom, and I couldn't save her. And I don't want to see Kenna die too. At least I can prevent that. At least I can save Angier's daughter. What are you saying? I don't care if they find out and string me up. I've come to free you. The guards on watch are loyal to me. I've sent them off. Now get out here and don't look back. You think I'm going to run now? You need to. You can't beat Severin. He's too good. Go now and live. Too much at stake for the entire kingdom. I'm not afraid of seeing it. I will go. Too much at stake for the entire kingdom. This is bigger than this one duel. The realm needs a rightful ruler. We've suffered under Luther's tyranny for too long. I aim to lead an army against Prince Marco. If I run from some mercenary, who will follow me? I'm not running. There's no convincing you, is there? Not a chance. You remind me of her. Who? Your mother. That's twice now you've spoken of her like you were close friends. She was a cunning strategist and as determined as any warrior. Did she ever tell you the secret of the battle of the Romford is still rising against her? No, I never heard of an uprising or of this battle. I thought my mother had no secrets from me. Well, maybe it's not my place to tell, and it is getting late. This is your chance to play as the Captain Leon and find out the truth about his feelings for Andrea. You also increase your army score and obtain valuable information from Leon's about how to defeat Sarek. So, don't have enough diamonds? It's 9 diamonds. So it raised. That's daft. Never mind, forget it. I should rest. Good luck, you're going to need it. Now playing as Dominic, back at Stormholt. You are preparing to break the captive monk out of his cell. I'll go down first and give the guards their meal. Once they had the wine, we should be ready to act. Agreed. Rose travels down the stairs, just in about earlier. You have to let your sister live her own life. Oh really? You're not just saying this because it makes it easier for you to get under her skirt? That's not what I... Listen, we can argue about this later. A man's life is on the line right now. You're right. You see Rose wave you forward. It's now or never. You and Tristan sneak in. They are out, but I can't say how long they'll sleep. Just hurry. You and Tristan run to the monk's cell whilst Rose stands watch. You came. I didn't think you would. You grab the keys off one of the slumbering guards. I told you we're going to save you. Which one of these keys is the right one? They all look the same. How am I meant to know? Fourth key is. You try the key and it fails to turn it in the lock. Try a different one. Probably third thing. You try the key and it fails to turn it in the lock. So it must be number 2 then. You try the key and it works. The cell door swings open. You and Tristan rush in. Tristan gestures to the monk. Come on, up you go. Can you walk? I think so. Looping the monk's good arm around your shoulders, you help him humble forward. Bartle is coming, hurry. Go Rose, get out of here. Rose flees, you and Tristan humble the monk as quickly as you can. We're not going to make it. You can hear Bartle's footsteps pad towards you from up the stairs. What is this? What's the three hells has happened to these guards? As Bartle throws the door to the dungeon open, you feel panic and anger. Gods, we're doomed. We need a miracle. Fire and rage burn inside you. Focus the fire. A torch by the stairway explodes into a wall of flame, completely blocking the doorway off. On the other side, Bartle screams. What is this? Quick, the other way. Whilst Bartle beats the flames out of his robes, you, the monk, and tries an escape through the dungeon's back door. You don't stop until you reach the castle far wall, helping the monk towards the exit. There, you're free. Thank you, thank you. You have my eternal gratitude. I owe you my life. It was the least we could do. You could have let me die. You did a great deal more than that. A seed planted today provides fruit tomorrow. You used your strength and bravery for justice. I pray that your courage will be rewarded. I saw the markings on you the first time we met, and then tonight. Tonight with a fire? Now I am certain. Please take this as a token of my gratitude. It will help you. The monk reaches into his tunic and takes out a small amulet. What's this? I'll help you in desperate times. Hopefully you'll never need it. Goodbye, my young friend. So you saved the monk and got an amulet. The monk leaves. You look at the amulet in your hand and remember the fire. That was strange. Tristan stares at you like he doesn't recognize you. What was that, Don? Your hands, the fire. I don't know what's happening to me. That was just like in those books some Ma used to read to me. There were stories of an ancient people who could do all kinds of magical things with fire. They could even control dragons. I never believed in them, but now, well, looks like I'm friends with one. Or was. Whatever this is, no one can know about it, Tristan. I spent my whole life trying to fit in here. If anybody found out how different I am, well, everyone isn't as accepting as you. Most would want me dead for this. Hey, you can trust me to keep this secret. That means a lot to me, brother. Does Rose know? Not yet, please don't tell her. I won't, but you'll have to especially consider how she feels about you. So you're fine with what you saw between us? I didn't say that. She's my only sister. The least I can do is be honest with her about who you are. I will, I'm just not sure how to do that when I barely understand what's happening myself. I don't care how you do it, as long as you don't do it soon. Until the end of the game. Later in your room. What's that you have there, Dominic? It's some kind of amulet, a parting gift from the monk. So what happens now? We don't stop. We don't give up. No one is safe as long as Prince Marco runs this castle. Then it's time to end his reign. Together. The next morning at sunrise, all the mercenaries and soldiers gather around for the duel. Remember your training. Thank you, Gabriel. I hope I don't disappoint you. When I look at the woman you've grown into, my queen, you couldn't possibly disappoint me. You babies done bubbling, because I'm itching to find out what it feels like to kill a queen. I bet you still bleed red. Too bad it had to come to this, Kenna. I was actually starting to like you, but no one beats Sevian. I was starting to like you too. You can buy me a drink after a win. Cocker, you're starting to make me regret betting against you. You bet against me? No offense, it's easy money, even if the odds are stacked against you, and I mean really against you. That's enough of that talk. Kenna, are you ready? I'm as ready as I ever be. My blood is thirsty for blood. The rules are simple. The first to surrender or become whatever, it is the loser, and his or her life is forfeit. If Kenny wins, she and Gabriel are free to go. If Severin wins, he gets to hand her over to the Prince Marco and collect the price on her head on behalf of the company. And now let the duel begin. The mercenaries cheer and shout as you and Severin circle each other. Severin taunts you, a pair of massive battle axes in his hands. Don't worry, little girl, I make this quick. Your sword will be no match for those axes. I can do it, I have to. I should taunt Severin. I see you picked the largest axes in the realm. One wonders what you must be compensating for. I'll start by cutting out your tongue. He lunges at you in reckless anger. You definitely sidestep. You driftly sidestep, letting it seriously stumble past you off balance. Laughter ripples through the crowd. I'm going to enjoy killing you. Syrian bellows and storms at you, axes high over his head. Roll backwards, roll past him. You dive forwards, rolling past Stephen's legs right as he buries his axe in the earth where you had stood. Behind you, you take the opportunity to attack. His back is side. You swing your sword squarely at Stephen's back and connect in the center of his armor. Ouch. Hit him again, back away. You cut back your sword to strike once more, but Stephen has already recovered, bringing his second axe down on you. You feel a burning pain in your arm as he slices you. You dodge in a circle. Stephen pursues you but stumbles. Off balance, he awkwardly lands on his knee, facing away from you. You close in to strike at his back whilst he's down, but in a flash, Gabriel's warning echoes in your memory. She on my eyes. You recall Gabriel's warning about Stephen's fighting dirty and bring up your arm to cover your face. Just as Stephen spins and throws a handful of dirt at you, your arm keeps it from blinding you. No! With clever vision, you slash your sword at his outstretched hand, hacking off two of his fingers. He growls and lunges to his feet, charging you. He lashes at you again, his full strength behind the blow. His massive axe knocks the sword from your hand. No. He gets between you and your sword. The noise from the crowd bulls to a roar. You put up a good fight, Kina. Looking around desperately, you see that Val has a weapon at her waist. A massive flail with a skull at the end. Time to die, little girl. I can try to get past Stephen to get back my sword, or I can grab the dead man's flail. Use dead man's flail to get an edge over Stephen. You'll also gain the option to use this weapon in the final round. 20 diamonds. That's how we're going for the sword. You run to the side and dive for your sword. Stephen swings at your head. Grab your sword, roll to the side. You roll to the side, dodging Stephen's blow. Stephen halves his axes up, getting ready for another attack, but you have a split second to act. Hesitate, wait, dive for the sword. You dive for the sword, your hand closes around the hilt just as Stephen turns to you. So you got your sword back, you're still no match for me. You fight like a noble, I fight like an animal. Two can fight there. Should gouge his eyes, parry his blow. Stephen swings hard, his axes humming through the air. You duck the blade and pop back up. With lightning quickness, you shoot your hand forward, jabbing him in the eyes. He stumbles back, clenching at his face. Whilst he's stunned, you hammer him with 3 quick strikes. He grunts in pain. In another life, you'll have made a good mercenary. If there's one thing I've learned in this life, it's that honor is dead. On that, we agreed now it's time for you to join honor in the grave. Siren glares at you and bleeding heavily from the wounds you open. You think you've won, but you don't know anything about being in a real fight. Your fairy tale ends here. He summons the last of his strength and unleashes a final onslaught. You wither the storm until Steven howls and slams a massive boot into your chest. You fall backwards, tumbling to the ground. The crowd grows excited, sensing the fight's end is drawing near. Gabriel calls to you. Make his weakness your strength. And what's his weakness? Siren grins with aggressance as you struggle to push yourself up on all fours. I saw the legend of the little princess comes to a bloody end. Stay down and pretend he's won. Get up and face him. You face yourself back to your feet, Siren cocky grin in place. Very well. He barrels at you. You endure blow after blow. You raise your weapon to block an attack, but his axe shatters your sword into gleaming shards. No. Goodbye, little girl. He swings down, cleaving your head from your shoulders. You have died. Worse than Dark Souls, this. It glares at you, bleeding heavily from the wounds opened. Blah 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 blah. So we gotta stay down. That's daft. Stay down and pretend he's won. You don't move, staying on all fours, making a show of your exhaustionist or whatever. Steven shudders towards you. His colossal boots come to a stop right before you. This is goodbye, little girl. You're right about that. You snatch your short sword and stab upwards, slipping it just under Steven's breastplate. Yeah. He titters backwards, stunned. I don't believe it. He drops to his knees. You stand up, brushing your hair from your face. Give up, Steven, you're lost. Kenna, what will you do with him? His fate is in your hands. Recruit Steven as an ally. That's whatever. Wow, 30 diamonds. Just get Steven as an ally. Decapitate Steven is 20 diamonds. Wait, you only got 17, so I can't do any of them too. So I'll banish 7. Get up, 7, and get out of my sight. You're letting me go? I'm banishing you. If I ever see you in the vicinity of my kingdom again, you'll wish I hadn't. It isn't your kingdom. He spits on the ground in front of you. You raise your weapon. Don't make me change my mind. Simon gets to his feet, turns and runs out of the camp. I hope that was the right decision. I never would have believed it. Gabriel claps your hands. Kenna, I am so proud as any father could be. You've won our freedom and our lives. Which is obviously better than the alternative, but what we need now is an army. You raise your hand, calling for silence from the crowd. Mercenaries, former soldiers, heed me. I know you have a saying. P.S. What? the strong lead. There you go. A pro master, let me lead you. There's been a long time events. Right. I know you fight for money, but now I'm asking you to fight for something greater. Fight for justice, a ruler who fights alongside you. Put a ruler on the throne who will lead the charge, a ruler who knows what it means to bleed beside you. I am unlike any queen who has ever sat on a throne. I will win my throne in blood and battle. Former Stormhold soldiers, regain your honor, fulfill your promises, defeat the enemy you've hidden from for so long. We're with you. Down with Nuzlockes tyrants. You have our swords. Leon and his men joined your allies. You have our swords, but the mercenaries who follow our Severin won't be as easy to convince. Thank you, Leon. Mercenaries helped me take the crown back from my enemies, and I promise you land titles and riches, glory and honor, the satisfaction of doing the right thing. So they're not bothered about the right thing. So land titles and riches, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. When I take back my kingdom, I see you all rewarded, each and every one. You will be my highest nobles, my most trusted advisors and lieutenants. Hell's fire, I'll do it. I'll fight for you, lost queens. Who's with me? The mercenaries cheer. It looks like the entire mercenary force will join us. Thank you to those who pledged to fight at my side. Together we will save this kingdom and know it. The former Stormhold soldiers applaud. Leon and Gabriel join them. Taking down Severin, rallying the troops, not bad for a princess. She's not a princess anymore, Leon. She's our queen. Meanwhile, back at Stormhold. The scouts that spotted Kenna are following her as we speak, Prince Marco. They confirm that she is with a group of mercenaries in the grasslands. Good, very good. Should I send word for them to apprehend her? No, not yet. I've got something special in mind for her this time. Chapter progress. You beat 7 in a duel for your freedom. Leon and his soldiers have joined your war effort. And I got low storage. So, when he's offered to tell you a story about your mother, this war effort is loyalty to you. You managed to convince 2,000 former soldiers and mercenaries to join you. Though you spared his life, you chose to vanish. You saved the monk and were rewarded with a mysterious amulet. Overall progress. So we got many people to go. And that's whatever. And we need to get a full score. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, or comment down below if you want to. It's up to you, don't have to. And in a bit.